Hey guys, this is just the first page of the notes here, solving systems by graphing. Remember, a system of equations is, here it says greater than or equal to two equations with greater than or equal to two variables. So at least two equations with at least two variables, another way to write that. You have at least two equations. Here you can see that you have two, and then you have two variables, x and y. A solution of a system of equations is the point or points that the lines have in common. It's aka where the two lines are equal to each other. So right here you see the point where the two lines cross. The first skill here is simply plugging in a point to see if it is a solution of the system. So this is 0.25, x is 2, y is 5. If you plug those numbers in for x and y into these equations, you need to get true statements at the end for it to be a solution. So I plugged into the first one. You can see that work here, and it came out to 5 equals 5, which is true. Then I plugged it in 2 for x and 5 for y into the second equation, and again I got 5 equals 5, which is true. Since the ordered pair works in both equations, it is a solution, so 2, 5 is a solution. Now I'm using the same 0.25 in this equation, same thing, substitute 2 for x and 5 for y into the first equation, and then into the second equation, and you can see it actually worked in the first equation, it came out true, but then in the second equation it came out to -1 equals 1, which is not true, so the second one, 2, 5, is not a solution of this system. Actually right here, this is basically, we already talked about that. When graphing a system of equations, the solution is found where the two lines cross. I had already written that here. What is the solution of the system? Use a graph. So on these ones, I graphed the two lines, and I kind of broke down how I graphed the first line here, and then how I graphed the second line right here, and then the point where they cross. 2, 5 is the solution. They're all in the form y equals mx plus b, so remember begin and move. B is 2, so up 2, that's here. And then m is 1, so that means 1 over 1. Up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. So the first graph is here. The second graph, y equals 3x minus 2, begin by going down 2, and then the slope is 3, or 3 over 1. So up 3, right 1, up 3, right 1, and just by using the slope I get to the point where the two lines cross, which is a solution, 2, 4. And then same thing here, guys. So I'm just going to let this one be, and just know that C and D are the same thing. You just graph both lines, and then the point where they cross is the solution of the system. And yeah, just as far as graphing lines, it's y equals mx plus b. It's begin and move. B is your y-intercept. You go up if it's positive, or down if it's negative, and then from that point, from that beginning point, you move. Like right here it's shown, right? You move either up and right if the slope is positive, or down and right if the slope is negative. So it's kind of explained here, right? We go up 5, and then down 1, right 2, down 1, right 2, because up 5, positive 5, then down right 2, because -1/2. Remember, rise over run. And then this equation, right, begin is 2, so begin up 2, and then the slope is 1, as in 1x, so that's 1 over 1. 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, and eventually we just get to the exact point where the two lines cross. So that kind of explains that page, so I'm just going to let that be.